Welcome back to Afternoon Express. It's all about the love of caramel and the magic that it brings. And we know that it is enjoyed all over the world. Indeed, without a doubt, can sometimes be intimidating to make at home because it's that special, okay? And that's why Chef Jay is here to show you and me, of course, how to make caramel at home. Jay, my full attention, it's yours.
Caramel is such an intimidating thing for people to make at home, you know.
Yeah.
It's hot, it's, you know, temperamental, but we found two incredible ways that you can do it very easily. So we're going to start off by using the microwave.
All right.
So what I've got here, I've got some sugars. So I've got some brown sugar over here, very important.
I've been called that before.
Oh, really?
Number of times.
And then I've got some treacle sugar. Now, I've been called this before.
I doubt it. I think that's the one I've been called, yeah.
So treacle sugar basically has a lot more molassesy flavors in it. It's a lot, it's dark in color, obviously. So
it's richer.
It's richer.
Yeah.
And it also helps you get to that caramel color much quicker. So a little bit of water as well. So that's just going to help the sugars sort of just begin to melt down.
Okay, and now melt in together.
Exactly.
Okay.
So we're going to give this a stir just so that the sugar's hydrated.
Okay.
Right? So don't stir this too much. Just make sure that all the sugar's nice and hydrated. And then, Tubbs, we're going to put this into the microwave for about 5 minutes, right?
You know, when you said microwave, I already got excited because the thing is, anything microwavable, you know you're onto some convenience there,
It's
right?
so convenient. And then, here we go. This is one that we've made earlier. You can see it's slightly thickened.
Wow, yeah.
You know, you can smell that, you know, intense caramel flavor coming through.
You do pick it up, and it's fused in together really, really nicely.
Exactly. So this you could actually use already. You could make decorations with it.
Okay.
You could, you know, use it for a creme caramel.
Sauce.
You know, exactly. But we're going to make it into a sauce, right? So you've used the word sauce. So to make it into a sauce, almost like a butterscotch in a sense.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so 2 ingredients. We're going in with some butter because, butter just makes the world go round, in my opinion.
You know what? All the things so far that you have said and the things that you are mixing together, they do make for that decadence that we are ultimately gunning for when we make anything that's got to do with caramel. So I do love that.
Exactly, and so I'm just going to give this a stir. In fact, I'm going to use a bit of a whisk, Tubbs. Now you can see that it's already starting to just lighten in color.
Oh, yes, look at that.
And
Look at that, yeah.
Just, you know, motor on with that, you gets a nice, smooth, creamy consistency. Now,
oh, yes.
It is very hot, Tubbs.
The smell, Jay.
The smell is great.
Honestly, it is the smell of it for me. But tell me, Jay, how do you get your caramel to its final sort of shade? How do you get it to like a darker brown versus a lighter brown? Where does that come from?
So it depends on the sugars that you're using. Okay, that's the first thing. And then it depends on temperature and time. So the longer you cook your sugar, the more caramelized it's going to get, the thicker it will become.
Okay.
So you can take it a bit further, put it in the microwave for a bit longer, it will become more thicker. If you like it thin, you can put this over malva pudding, you could put this over, you know, let it cool down, put it over ice cream. So depending on your different usage for it, that will just determine the time.
Okay, and the type of it. Okay, cool.
Now it's your turn.
What am I doing here? What am I doing?
Okay, so essentially the same ingredients, Tubbs. So you can sprinkle the sugar in first. Okay, so
goes
a nice even layer. So again, we're using brown sugar just because it caramelizes a lot quicker.
Correct, yes.
Okay, then you've got some butter.
Butter
you can
going
just
in.
sort of make a nice even
so that
layer.
It's spread nicely across,
spreads across nicely, and then it cooks in an even layer.
What is this?
So that's condensed milk.
Oh, my word,
right?
it doesn't survive with me. Doesn't last long.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, you can actually boil a can of condensed milk in water.
Okay.
For about an hour or two, it turns into caramel, but that's a whole show on its own.
Yeah, but you want to make it special. You want it to be an actual recipe and not a boil with water.
So you're going to grab some of your condensed milk, sprinkle that over.
Okay. Condensed milk. I'll leave some for the fingers.
Some for later. And then we've got some vanilla, but I want you to hold back on the vanilla. And we've also got some salt. And then we're going to put this into the microwave for about 15 minutes, Tubbs, even less.
Quick.
So just keep an eye on it. We're going to put
it goes in the oven as opposed to the microwave for this one.
It comes out looking like...
Bob is your uncle.
Now look at that, Tubbs. Now I really want you to let it cool down slightly, just give it a little bit of a taste.
Man, Jay.
So this has been in the oven for about 10 minutes, right? And you can see that it's really gotten to that caramel thick consistency, right?
The temperature that you'd need, I imagine, becomes very important when you're getting this in your oven.
180.
180, okay.
That's a nice in the middle kind of heat.
Yeah.
But again, just keep your eye on it because it will start caramelizing, you know, a lot quicker. So as it comes out of the oven, Tubbs, we're going to hit it with some vanilla.
Yeah.
some salt. In fact, I'm going to put some salt. So you can turn this into a salted caramel as well.
The opportunity to really create some interesting things with it, once you've gotten it to this stage, I think are endless. You really can create a whole lot. All right, with all of this done and said, it's time to jam a little bit in spirit. Now time for some music.